I will derive the time-independent Schrodinger equation from this Schrodinger equation. To do so, we'll define a function psi, which is the same as this psi, function of x and t, which is equal to psi, little psi, function of x, and phi, which is a function of t. This method is called separation of variables, and we simply replace IH bar del psi. Now psi is psi of x, phi of t, with respect to del t, is equal to minus h bar squared over 2m del squared del x squared psi of x, phi of t, plus v psi of x, phi of t. I will stop writing this as a function of x as a function of t. IH bar, derivative with respect to time, it only takes this, and psi is a function of x, it can get out of the derivative, it's only a constant. So it's psi del phi with respect to del t minus h bar squared over 2m del squared del x squared of psi, and phi can get out, plus v psi phi. Now we divide by psi and phi. IH bar 1 over phi del phi with respect to del t, divide by psi and phi, minus h bar squared over 2m 1 over psi del squared psi plus v. Now notice that this equation is only a function of t, and this is only as a function of x. I forgot to mention that v, I continued based on that v is not a function of t. V cannot be a function of t to do the separation of variables. So this is a function of x and this is a function of t. How can this be possible unless each of the following equations is equal to a constant? For reasons that will be discovered later, we'll call that this constant to be e. This is the independent variable. So this is the first equation is equal to e, and the second equation plus v is also equal to e. Now this and this, I will write them neatly up. We had I h bar 1 over phi del psi phi, this is phi, equal to e. I'm just recopying minus h bar squared over 2m 1 over psi del squared psi over del x squared plus v is equal to e. This equation is called the time-independent Schrodinger equation. It's called time-independent because it doesn't have any dependence on t. And this cannot be solved unless we know something about v. However, this equation is only a differential equation, and it can be solved easily. Multiply by dt. So the solution is simply e is equal to e to the minus I. So we proved this. Sorry, this is t.